Hi guys, I'm Francesca. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing sweet potato stuffed tacos. I put a little poll out there on Instagram and asked you guys what you wanted to see this week for the video, and you guys said sweet potato stuffed tacos. So that is what we are doing. I came up with 3 variations on the idea. So the first is obviously just an original taco. The second is buffalo chickpea tacos. And the third is a green machine taco. They were all super easy to make, very delicious, and this would be perfect to make for dinner or lunch or meal prep. So let's get into the video. The first thing you're going to want to do is wash your potato. Potatoes are super dirty, so you really want to scrub it and make sure you get off all the dirt, especially if you're going to eat the skin, because I don't think you want to be eating any dirt. Then I'm going to take them with a paper towel and rub them to get off even more dirt. They are super dirty. Potatoes are dirty little suckers, see? So you really want to make sure you get that dirt off. And then I'm just going to take it and pierce it with a fork a bunch of times. This is to help it when it cooks in the oven, to kind of let some steam out and let it vent. So I'm going to put 3 sweet potatoes in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And I'm taking about a teaspoon of olive oil. If you want to make this oil free, just use water. And we're going to heat that up in a pan. I like to roll the pan around to kind of get the oil everywhere, and then I'm going to add in some chopped up onions, and we're going to cook those until they are translucent. Next, we are going to take some Trader Joe's beefless ground beef. You can use anything you want, just check the ingredients and make sure it's all vegan. And some taco seasoning mix. Again, check the ingredients. I've seen ones that contain milk in them, so definitely check the ingredients. I'm going to add about half the package of the fake ground beef into the cooked onions, and we're just going to cook it in the pan and brown it up. You could use any beefless ground beef that you want. There's one from Gardein. I think there's one from Field Roast maybe. There's a bunch of them, so anyone you want. Then I'm adding in about 1.5 teaspoons of the taco seasoning mix. If you want it to be spicier, you can do more. If you want it to be a subtle flavor, do less. Totally up to you. And we're just going to cook that on the stove for about 15 minutes. For our second filling, we're making buffalo chickpeas. So super easy. I'm just taking a can of chickpeas. And I did 3 tablespoons of buffalo sauce. Again, if you like it less spicy, then do 2 tablespoons. I did 2 tablespoons initially, but when I was tossing it around, I just kind of felt like there wasn't enough buffalo sauce on there, so I added that additional tablespoon in. And the flavor kind of gets soaked up by the chickpeas, so it's not super spicy. But if you don't like spicy food like me, then tone it down a bit. And I'm just going to cook that on the stove for about 10 minutes on a medium heat, just to get the chickpeas warm. And our third filling is going to be zucchini that I just cut up, and I put some coconut aminos on them. You could use soy sauce, tamari, whatever you want, and just kind of cook them in there and get the zucchini soft and soak up the flavor of that coconut aminos. We're making 2 kinds of toppings. So the first is a sour cream. So I'm just taking actually some vegan ricotta that I had left over. This is about 3 tablespoons, and you could do this with anything that you have that's kind of sourish and creamy. And then I'm going to take about half a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and some lemon juice. You could do this with vegan cream cheese, or even like a soft cheese, like that tree nut cheese. And I'm also putting in some water. So anything that's kind of along those lines that's soft and sourish, you could do this with. And just give it a taste, make sure it's like soury enough. For our second sauce, we're going to make a ranch. So I'm taking some vegan cream cheese, some garlic powder, some onion salt or onion powder, whatever is fine, and some parsley, a little bit of coconut sugar, and I also put a little bit of water in there, and that's going to be that for the ranch dressing. Then I'm taking our cooked sweet potatoes and I'm cutting them open, and we're going to fill them. So I filled 2 of them up with the fake ground beef mixture. On one of them, I put the cooked zucchini. In the middle one, I put the buffalo chickpeas. And then I covered all of them with vegan mozzarella. If you have cheddar cheese, vegan cheddar cheese, or vegan pepper jack, or a different kind of cheese that you like, feel free to use whatever you want, but I had the mozzarella at home, so that was what I used. And we're gonna pop that in the oven for about 5 minutes just to get the cheese nice and melted. So now once the cheese is melted, you can just add on all your toppings, and you can really put on whatever you want onto these guys, but this is just what I thought would be the best flavors. So our first one is just like our traditional tacos. So I just put on lettuce, tomato, and the vegan sour cream. Our second one is like a healthy taco, so I put on some lettuce and I cut up some avocado and put that on there, and then I also topped it with our vegan sour cream. And then our last one, which is the buffalo chickpea, I put some corn, some lettuce and tomato, and the ranch dressing. And yes, the two potatoes kind of switched. I moved them around while I was doing this, and I forgot that I was gonna have to edit this and it was gonna look weird, so your eyes are not playing tricks on you. And that's really it for our potatoes. They're all super delicious and all have really interesting different flavors. There's something for everyone, and you could use a regular potato if you don't want to use a sweet potato, and they're all really perfect for dinner or lunch or whatever. Alright guys, those were our recipes. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, my social media and the full recipes will be linked in the description box down below. All my recipes are now on my blog, so there'll be a link for the blog and you can go over there and get all of them. And if you ever make any of my creations, please make sure to tag me on Instagram and use hashtag plantifullybased, so that way I can see them and share them on my Instagram stories. And I'll see you guys on Saturday with another video. Goddess healthy taco. What are you doing? Wait, you want to be on camera? What are you doing? You want to come say hi? Say hi.